Deep in the woods in the heart of the South Willamette Valley, it's a top 4 tilt here at Matthew Knight Arena between number 4 Oregon and number 1 Baylor. Ducks versus Bears for the second time this season. It's the Acro Compulsory event for the Baylor Bears.
Is just like the acro event, we're going to see 2 synchronized pyramids as a part of the pyramid heat here in compulsory. We're going to be looking for strong structures on the bottom of these pyramids, no wobbling in the core and or the upper midsection of these bases. As the tops settle into position, we're again looking for a very stacked position. That's a common term in acrobatics and tumbling. These straddle positions, we're looking for feet to be above 90 degrees and flat catches from the Bears. Another thing we're going to be paying close attention to is the kick out of the tops. You'll see that as they go into this back flipping position, they kick their feet out to the back, and we're looking for a split second where both tops are in the matching position of basically being flat on their stomachs in the middle of the air. These athletes are really focused on executing skills they have done for years and doing them perfectly. Something to watch here in the compulsory tumbling event is the athletes' feet. These athletes' feet. In every movement, we want to see those feet glued together. Any separation will most likely be a deduction. Here we finish with a round off back handspring layout. One of the only tumbling passes you'll see in this meet where it requires a stick. There's no given step out of this. These athletes are trying to land both feet together without any hops, without any steps. A high 1-to-1 structure. There's no assist on the back of that structure. That is just one athlete underneath another. And here we move to an inverted element. Here we see 2 groups, so the synchronicity will come into play again. 2 extended 1-to-1 structures. And that skill is called a pop around with a straight dismount. And we move into the inverted skill, 2 extended high hand in hands with a press down dismount. Here we will see the signature sequence from this dynamic duo. In every position that the top holds here, you'll be looking for a 3-second count. Not a 1, 2, 3 night, but a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And here we have the incredibly impressive positioning. Really is incredible, and we do not see anything like this across the sport of acrobatics and tumbling. They finish with that one-handed position. They feel good about that one.
So here's Baylor coming out for the pyramid event. The inversion pyramid.
As assumed, you'll see more athletes on the floor for a pyramid event than you will for the acro event. These structures are a bit higher, and you may see some replication of similar skill sets, just a bit further off the ground in the pyramid event. See here we're moving away from the inverted elements. We're pressing to a one-to-one position.
So here's Baylor now for the open pyramid heat.
Inverted bridge position on the bottom is always so impressive. Incredible shoulder flexibility while remaining super solid, relying on the hamstring strength. Full twisting dismount. It's good showing from the Bears.
So let's see what Baylor has. 450 salto heat.
Double full toss. That is something you'll see across the board today. Beautiful position from the top.
So here's Baylor now for the synchronized heat.
And we see the Bears excited about that one, and from where I was sitting, that looked pretty darn good. And we see an Arabian toss from the Bears. One of our more unique tosses, although as the sport continues to grow, we are seeing it more and more often. Synchronization throughout any of these duo, trio, or quad passes. That would be called a whip Arabian through to full and a half. Both feet off the mat.
So that'll do it for the team portion of the tumbling event. Now begins the solo pass.
Our solo passes are performed by your three best tumblers. Punch front skill again, into a full and a half, into a full. Beautiful pass, an absolute standout when we're talking about the lift and the rise in those dynamic skills. You can see the change in elevation. We're gonna see Baylor build on all of the skills that we've seen tonight combined in an organized or somewhat organized fashion. It's organized to them. A lot of one-to-one structures there. And that signature planche hand in hand in the middle. These tumbling sequences, it's nice to keep an eye on the corners as those passes are finishing, making sure they finish clean and stood up. Specialty acros, high to high, unassisted. Love that smile from Bailey Humphreys as that pass or that skill completes. We move into standing tumbling. Standing tumbling is an element we have not seen in the meet. Combines some of those running tumbling skills, but with less power. Some would argue it's harder. Slight bobble there on the back left, tossed. See a slight variation in the pyramids that are executed here. Again, that is to hit the differing start values. The skills that are performed are going to all combine to result in the start value that is deducted from throughout this team event.